What is your will, my master?
Hey, what's up, John? Quick demo video for you for your 89 Sabers Fallen Order. This is the clean. This is the clean version, obviously, right? You bought this second hand and had that person send it to me for an install, and just got it done this morning. So this is installed with the Proffie V2. You've got CC Sabers in there for your lit PCB. It's a 2-button setup, so the big switch up top, that's your activation, and then this small brass tactile, that's your auxiliary switch, okay? To get to everything, you just want to unscrew the handle. Handle comes right off like that, and what you've got here is here's your chassis. It says Fallen Order over here in Arabic. It says Solo Sabers over here for me with a little Smuggler's Outpost emblem. You have a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker, and then I like to put a single pixel on the back, right here, so that I could take that and I can light the holes in this pommel. And I do that with the particular code that I use looks like broken circuitry on every sound font. So this looks like it was actually damaged in battle, right? And then you've got your removable battery setup, and then you can see your micro your micro USB from there. Now, to get to your SD card, there is a couple steps involved in this, right? You want to take this bottom greebly out, right? So it's the bottom right here. Take this off. It's just on there with some glue. There's 3 set screws under this. 1, 2, 3. The one that is closest to the emitter, that is your chassis retention screw. The other 2 hold this coupler on, and you don't want to take that off. But you'll need to back up that chassis retention screw and then very carefully kind of twist it back and forth out. You don't want to twist it all the way, just like that. You know, try to pull it straight out, but a little bit of twisting back and forth will help you. It's a super tight fit. Do what you need to do, and then put it back in, right? And then tighten that back up. When I'm putting the chassis back in, one thing that helps me is I will take these shrouds off, because I have to get to the 2 retention screws that hold that PCB holder. And I loosen those because when I'm pushing this back in, this PCB wants to come forward a little bit, and that's okay. Just kind of let it, and then lock this down, and then you can come back over here, push that PCB holder back down where it needs to go, and lock everything. So there is a lot of steps involved in getting this chassis out, but I got the sound font on there that you sent me already, so hopefully that's good enough for you for a while before you want to mess with it, if you ever do, right? So we'll throw a battery in this guy. Very snug fit, but it's meant to be that way. Just don't put it in backwards.
I might be one of the last of my kind.
We got that battery snapped in. Take our handle, put it right on. You do have motion controls, so that screws in nice and tight. Everything's tight there. Got your LEDs firing up, and then you've got, if you can see that, it's very light in here today, and the sun's coming through, but hopefully you can see that. It's kind of flickering back and forth.
We stand here now, the chance to learn, to rebuild from our mistakes.
So, you know, you've got motion controls, or you can just come over here and hit activation.
To the Empire, we're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
No!
A little bit of a pre-on, then your blade comes on, and then auxiliary back here. And then you can just
We stand here
tap it
now,
to turn off.
the chance to learn, to rebuild from our mistakes.
So we're going to throw a blade in here. This takes a 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blade. It is a little bit of a snug fit, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Oh, this is it. At least we have the high ground.
Always looking on the bright side. Thanks, buddy.
Your blade retention screw is right on the tip right here. I'm not going to use it for the sake of this demo. I don't really need it, but it's right there. We'll go to another sound font. We'll just hit auxiliary.
Scene C.
I've got that sound font you gave me, and then I left all of the stock fonts on there as well, and they have the same stuff going on for the pommel, right? You see the pommel.
Smooth Jedi.
So nice smooth swing. In case I didn't say it already, there's a copy of the config file on your SD card. If you ever want to make any changes, you can see exactly what I did there.
Smooth gray. Smooth fuzz.
So when you hit blade lock up, you will get an exaggerated sort of blinking over here in your pommel area. If you can see that with the sun coming in. So you pull away from it, right? Go back to the one I loaded.
Smooth.
To get to your soundtrack, just hold down power for 1 second and let go. Super loud.
You're learning. Not quite as gifted as Sear's last apprentice, but not bad.
I'll do the same thing to turn it off. Just hold it down for 1 second and let go. So we'll take the blade out of here and just go over taking the battery out, which is very easy to do. And then we'll talk about this auxiliary switch real quick, all right? You should be able to come over here from the positive side of your battery. You will need a tool actually on this guy because I did make this battery a very snug fit. Just reach in there and kind of pop it out just like that, and it comes out. And we'll put your handle back on for safekeeping. One thing this particular model is known for is this auxiliary switch coming off, right? So I went in, I tightened it as much as I could. I made sure it was nice and tight, made sure the activation switch was nice and tight. What you don't want to do is go around twisting on this guy though. There's only like a thread and a half that's holding it on, and that's by design. And when that comes off, it's a huge pain. Yours seems pretty tight. I tested it a lot before I made this video. I don't think anything's going to happen to it, but I have had issues with that in the past, and so have a lot of other people. So just be aware you don't want to go, twisting on that guy because it'll probably pop off on you. But anyway, that is your fallen order. Let me know if you got any questions, and if not, we'll try to get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. All right, thanks.